Loi Krathong is a festive festival for Thai people. It has been held since the Sukhothai period, as evidenced in the Book of the Tao Sri Cholalak's recipe. It has been performed since the Ayutthaya period until the present. It was originally a royal ceremony called for Ratchafithi Jong Priyong, Lod Sud, Loi Krathong, Song Nam. Later, it was called Loi Pradeep. When it became a public ceremony, it was called Loi Krathong. This tradition is believed to have come from India, according to the beliefs of Brahmanism and Buddhism. Brahmanism believes that Loi Krathong is to worship the sacred river of India, Mai Ganga, and to worship the god, Phra Narai, who sleeps in the middle of the ocean of milk. On the other hand, Buddhism believes that Loi Krathong is to worship the footprint of the Lord Buddha, which he left on the sandy beach of the Namatana River, now called the Narapatha River, in India. Some believe that it is to worship the relics of the Lord Buddha enshrined in the Chulamani Chedi in heaven. Some believe that it is to thank the goddess Ganga, whose water we drink. Water for use and asking for forgiveness from those who have thrown waste into the water. The important equipment used for Loi Krathong in the Sukhothai period is lanterns, including lanterns used to hang on high poles, hanging lanterns used to hang down, floating lanterns used to float in water. They are usually made into various shapes of krathongs with lights or candles lit with oil and other offerings such as incense, candles and flowers. In addition, King Bhumibala Dulyadej, Rama IX, also traveled to offer fireworks to worship the triple gem at every royal temple and offered a robe to dedicate to the monks as desired. Then you watched and listened to the people, men and women, singing and dancing on various occasions, which was a joyful and enjoyable event. At present, the Loi Krathong tradition does not involve any religious ceremonies. Instead, it is a festival for the people to have fun and enjoy themselves on the full moon day of the 12th month, when there is a lot of water and a full moon, with a pleasant atmosphere. Thai people all over the country, including southern Thai people, like to make krathongs in various shapes, beautifully decorated, and filled with various offerings such as incense sticks, candles, flowers, etc. Some people may also put rice, chili, shallots, garlic, shrimp paste, salt, coins, and nail clippings or hair into the krathongs as a way to float away bad luck. Every year, Loi Krathong falls on the 15th day of the waxing moon of the 12th month according to the Thai lunar calendar. In the Lana lunar calendar, it falls in the second month, and in the solar calendar, it is around November. This 12th month is the beginning of the winter season, so the weather is cool and comfortable. It is also during the flood season, with the water rising to the banks, making the river clearly visible. In addition, the 15th day of the waxing moon is the day of the full moon, making it possible to see the river with moonlight shining down, a beautiful sight that is perfect for viewing. There is no clear evidence indicating when the Loi Krathong tradition began, but it is believed that this tradition has been passed down since the Sukhothai period. During the reign of King Ramkhamhaeng, the Loi Krathong tradition was called the Jong Preen ceremony or floating the candles, and there is evidence from the first stone inscription that mentions the candle festival that is the biggest entertainment event of Sukhothai, leading to the belief that the event is definitely Loi Krathong. In the past, the Loi Krathong ceremony was the floating of lanterns. King Chulalongkorn, Rama V, assumed that the Loi Krathong ceremony was a Brahmin ceremony held to worship the three gods, Shiva, Narayana, and Brahma. Later, Buddhism was involved, so lanterns were pulled to worship the Buddha's relics and lanterns were floated to worship the footprints of the Lord Buddha. Before Nong Napamas or Tao Sri Cholalak, the chief consort of Pharawang, invented the Lotus Krathong as the first person to replace the floating lanterns, as stated in the book Nong Napamas that, "On the full moon day of the 12th month, I made floating lanterns." The idea was to decorate it to be more beautiful than all the royal concubines' lanterns, so he chose different colored jasmine flowers to decorate it in the shape of a large moonlit petal, about the size of a gong or a te. All of the flowers were layered and alternating in color to create a pattern. When Somdet Pharawang traveled by water and saw Nong Napamas' Krathong, he was pleased. He therefore ordered it to be an example and organized the Loi Krathong tradition every year, using lotus krathongs instead of floating lanterns, as stated in his royal command. From now on, in order of the kings of Siam, when the full moon day of the 12th month is set as a national holiday, floating lanterns must be made in the shape of lotus flowers, dedicated to the Buddha's footprints, Namatan, until the end of time. The Loi Krathong ceremony has changed its form since then. The Loi Krathong tradition has continued until the early Ratanakosin period, during the reigns of Kings Rama I and Rama III, when the royal family and nobles liked to create large krathongs to compete against each other, which required a lot of manpower and money. King Rama IV saw that it was a waste, so he ordered the cancellation of the competition of large krathongs and ordered the royal family to make a boat to float the candles instead of the large krathongs, and called them Royal Krathong boats. Later, in the reigns of King Rama V and King Rama VI, he revived this royal ceremony again. Currently, the floating of the candles of His Majesty the King is done privately according to his own wishes. Reasons and beliefs of Loi Krathong. The reason for the Loi Krathong tradition is due to various beliefs in each area, including 1. To express gratitude to the river for providing us with water to drink and use, and to ask for forgiveness from the goddess of the river for throwing waste into the water, which caused the water source to be unclean. 2. To pay homage to the footprint of the Lord Buddha at Namatanthi when the Lord Buddha went to preach the Dhamma. Sprinkled in the Naga world and left his footprints on the sandy beach of the Namatanthi River, which is a river in the Dakshinabad region of India. It is currently called the Nirpit River. 3. To ward off bad luck because floating krathong is like floating away suffering, sadness, illnesses, and bad things along the river with the krathong, similar to the Brahmins' floating sin ceremony. 4. To worship Phra, whom Northern Thais respect and practice chanting mantras in the deep sea or the navel of the sea. There is a legend that Phra is a great monk with great power who can defeat the devil. 5. To preserve Thai traditions from being lost over time and to promote tourism for both Thais and foreigners. 6. For entertainment because floating krathong is a gathering of people who attend the event. 7. To promote handicrafts and creativity because during the Loi Krathong festival, there is often a krathong competition, which allows participants to come up with new ideas. And also preserving local wisdom. On Loi Krathong night, organizations and institutions, as well as the general public, like to create elaborate krathongs to compete and use for floating. Some provinces may organize grand Loi Krathong events, with krathong contests, Nong Napamas contests, student performances, and many entertainments to celebrate the fun of Loi Krathong tradition. The Loi Krathong Day activity is an integrated project between Wailelak Cultural Center, Student Affairs Division, student organization, administration organization, and other relevant agencies. This project is continuously carried out every year. The main objective is to continue the good culture and traditions in Thai society. It is a network of cooperation between universities, agencies, and organizations to promote participation in environmental conservation and to continue Thai traditions and cultures for future generations. It is also an implementation of the university's policy to drive the Green University project by promoting and campaigning for everyone to participate in caring for the environment, by using krathongs made from natural materials or biodegradable materials. This is the main goal of organizing the event.